Looks like Jaylen Brown got himself into a schism. Now let's recount Jaylen Brown's career so far. Who was he drafted in 2016? Third overall pick, I think it was. Most scouts was concerned about him because he was, what they say, too smart. The kid's a brainiac. Jaylen Brown is not a dumb person. He is a very smart person from what I have heard about him, what he has said about himself, just the way he carries himself. They think every black person that comes to the NBA is, I wouldn't say necessary dumb, but you know, you know, tap dancing, go with the flow. But Jaylen Brown isn't that. At least I thought he wasn't that. Yeah, he was drafted first round, third overall pick by the Celtics back in 2016. So, like I said, he's a brainiac. Um, he's done a lot education wise. I'm trying to think of all the stuff that he has had. At age 22, became the youngest elected vice president in the NBA's Players Association. Um, he spoke about the importance of education technology at Harvard, MIT, and Cal Berkeley. He did come from Cal Berkeley. Sorry. He was also named MIT Media Lab Fellow. Big on STEM programs. I think he has a foundation with MIT as well. Um, Chess, big time chess player. Now, I did not know he was a Muslim. I didn't know that. That just came out, I guess. I guess he converted to the Muslim faith 3 years ago. I didn't know that about him. Um, knows Spanish, knows his history. Just a smart kid. Just a smart. And like I said, they deemed him too smart. But, anyways, in the last couple of years, he's. Damn, it's so much different talking from the phone and talking on the mic. I'm stuttering and everything. But, anyways, but since he's been in the league, he improved from 6.6 points his rookie year until now becoming, well, his last year. Not this past year, they won, but last year, career high 26.6 points a game. This year, he averaged 23. But now, he is let's go through all of it. He's a 3 time All Star. He's a Finals MVP. He's a champion now. And he's also a Eastern Conference MVP as well. He's on cloud nine right now. He's with the chick from the WNBA. I can't think of her name. I think her sister used to be married to Dwayne Haskins. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, I think her. I think the girl used to be with Kevin Porter Jr. You know how that went if you're familiar with what happened to Kevin Porter Jr. So he spoke up for Kyrie Irving not too long ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago now, when Kyrie Irving was going through it with the Brooklyn Nets and the whole sharing the link and all that crap. He was the only one that spoke out. Jaylen Brown. He thought it was an atrocity that they was doing what they was doing to Kyrie Irving. And then now he has spoke out. I can't even say spoke out. He basically just said that Bronny James is not ready or not even NBA material. This is the honest to God truth. And now he had to rewrite that statement on Twitter. Basically, them boys got to him. They got to him. Only thing I gotta say about this whole situation, if I was him, I would have stood on business. What I said was nothing wrong. I just said the kid is not NBA material. That's the honest to God truth. He isn't. But since he got sensitive brains and his dad over there, I mean Bronny James' dad, and his whole camp, he can't say anything. That's almost dictatorial to me. That sounds almost dictatorial to me. Mm, mm, mm. I also feel like, just maybe, I don't know, conspiracy time, that just maybe that Finals MVP and that Eastern Conference MVP wasn't give it. You know, I can't even say that because he actually did ball out. But I feel like certain things that has happened to him in the last couple of weeks is kind of like I don't know. I don't know. All of a sudden, he shows up with this former WNBA player, bad one too. All of a sudden, he shows up with that. I don't know. You know, I was thinking like how they be giving people if you toe the line, you get all these riches, basically selling your soul. You get these awards, you get this money because he did get a $300 million contract. Now all of a sudden, this chick is around him. I don't know, man. But if I was him, the moral of the story, from my point of view, is if I was him, I would have stood on business. Forget what they gonna say, because after you start doing that, yeah, you gotta do that all the time. People these days mm, had to have a some base to stand on. Everybody just so, oh, you gonna take this way? All right, I'll sell my soul. Then it's just everybody's like that these days. Like I said, what he said was absolutely not wrong. Even what she said, his new chick, I guess she said that the G League is possibly where Bronny should go, and she had to erase that tweet or something like that. It's just a whole bunch of goofiness going on. See, that's what happens, man. That's what happens when you become famous. You start progressing in life once you're famous. Once you get famous, you gotta toe the line. And if you don't toe that line, you go against that line, they'll take something away or threaten you. And then, let's not forget the biggest thing. They choose Derek White to replace Kawhi Leonard instead of him. The man is Finals MVP, Eastern Conference MVP, and you replace him with a role player instead of getting him. I don't know. They messing with this guy, man. They messing with this guy. It's nasty work what the media and the NBA is doing, and whoever else is pulling the strings. It's very nasty work. He should be in Abu Dhabi right now, not Derek White. No offense to Derek White. He is a big piece of the Boston Celtics, but Jaylen Brown was basically, if Jaylen Brown didn't come through this season, I don't think the Boston Celtics will have won. I always said that in order for the Boston Celtics to be absolutely successful, one of the two stars had to show up, and he did. Now, granted, he did have Drew Holiday that helped out a little bit more, but still, I had to say one of the two had to step up, and he did it, and he showed out. But that's just the nature of the beast now, and that's pretty much what I had to say about it. It's a nasty situation. He shouldn't have to retract his statement and say sweet words about LeBron and his son. What he said wasn't even that bad. All he said is not NBA material. He's sitting there watching it at the summer league game with his own eyes, watching the game. He's watching it. His new girlfriend, I guess, is watching it. I forgot her name, and Angel Reese was sitting right next to him, watching the same thing. They all said the same thing. He's not NBA material. Granted, he scored 12 points against the Atlanta Hawks in the Summer League, Bronny James. But will he continue to do that? I don't think so. But anyways, the NBA is not what it used to be, man. It's just a absolute. With the advent of social media and technology events, the NBA has just become the guiding light. That's what it's become, a soap opera, the guiding light. It's just not entertaining anymore, too. I miss the old NBA. I really do.